First at 5. From the University of Florida, covering Gainesville, Ocala, and the University of Florida, this is WUFT News, First at 5.
With the lowering of a flag, the Iraq War ended. Good evening, I'm Kelsey Peck.
And I'm Trent Kelly. Thanks for joining us tonight. Saddam's rule was broken, but the numbers on the U.S. side are staggering. 9 years, 4,500 dead, and billions of dollars spent. Defense Secretary Leon Panetta and other U.S. and Iraqi officials handed Iraq its security and future at a ceremony today. The 4,000 remaining troops will begin to withdraw over the coming days.
I have some mixed emotions. I feel good because I get to obviously go home to my family, and I really do hope the best for the Iraqi people. This has been really hard last 8 years. You know, all the innocent men, women, and children who have been lost in this terrible war. You know, we had the best intentions, and I hope that Iraqis know that from the bottom of my heart.
Well, I feel great about going home. I've been out here for 10 months, and as passionate I am about the mission, going home is always my favorite part of the deployment.
America's biggest military mission is ending just in time for the holidays. Meanwhile, back on American soil, another deadline and another possible government shutdown is in the works. But tonight on Capitol Hill, there is a little bit of optimism. This new deal would keep your payroll taxes from going up an average of $1,000. NBC's Steve Handelsman has all the latest from Washington.
With government set to partially shut down Saturday, a rare show of cooperation in the Senate.
Get us out of here at a reasonable time in the next few days.
A deal on tax cuts and funding government.
We're confident and optimistic we'll be able to resolve both on a bipartisan basis.
It's the Democrats who tied the two issues into one, refusing to fund government after tomorrow unless Republicans extend the payroll tax cut and unemployment benefits without pushing a controversial oil pipeline. The White House has up countdown clocks. President Obama stood with workers who need payroll taxes kept low.
Congress needs to make sure that 160 million working Americans don't see their taxes go up on January 1st.
But on the key Obama demand, a tax hike on millionaires to make up for lower payroll taxes on the middle class, the White House caved again.
The president's priority here hasn't been to raise taxes. The president's priority has been to lower taxes.
The head House Republican rubbed it in.
I appreciate the fact they gave up on their millionaire surtax, but they didn't give anything up because they never had it.
Speaker Boehner agrees a payroll tax deal is near.
So there's no need to shut down the government.
This can be, says Boehner, untangled. I'm Steve Handelsman, NBC News, Capitol Hill.
And the deadline to reach an agreement is tomorrow. That's exactly 16 years since the last government shutdown for 3 weeks, damaging the career of then House Speaker Newt Gingrich.
Here's a look at what's making headlines across the nation. New census data shows the economic recession's toll has hit the average American hard. The new numbers show nearly half of the U.S. population has either fallen into poverty or qualify as low-income earners. As the unemployment rate remains high over an extended period of time, census officials say the middle class only continues to shrink. The number of people applying for unemployment benefits hit a 3-year low last week. The Labor Department reports weekly applications dropped to 366,000. Experts say if the numbers stay below 375,000, it's a sign of rebounding job growth. Although there's concern about people who've given up looking for work, the official unemployment rate is now down to 8.6%. And more good news about holiday shopping. The nation's largest retail trade group is upgrading its holiday sales forecast. The National Retail Federation now says sales for November and December will rise 3.8% to a record $469.1 billion. That prediction is up from a 2.8% forecast made in early October. Well, if you had any holiday shopping to finish up today, it was a great day to do it.
It really was, Kels. I know we've been saying this a lot lately, but it almost felt like summer today. Bethany Laufer is over in the WIUF6 Weather Center with the first check of our weather, and as you can see, it was pretty sunny on the University of Florida campus today. Will that continue in the days ahead, Bethany?
Yes, Trent, it will continue in the next couple of days as we do have a cold front coming through. But temperatures today were very warm, and they were summer-like, as you said. 77 degrees was our high temperature for today, well above average, which is 68. But our low temperatures are closer to normal. Today was 48, closer to 44. But this time last year, we were at 22 degrees for our low temperature just back in 2010. We're also well below on our rainfall as well, 33.25 inches. Right now, we're used to be at 46 right now across north central Florida. This evening will also be another warm one across north central Florida. If you're going to be headed out later on this evening, temperatures will be into the lower 60s across north central Florida with a few clouds around there. I'll have more on your forecast coming up later. Back to you, Trent and Kelsey.
All right, thanks so much, Bethany. Well, after a 6-month investigation, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement has arrested 48 child predators in an online sting. Entitled Operation Amalgamate, the investigation resulted from the merger of the FDLE and the State Attorney General's Office. The 48 suspects are from 17 different counties spread all over the state, none from Alachua or Marion County. Though in a separate case in Marion County, 21-year-old Michael McClintock is in jail after being accused of having sex with an 11-year-old girl. Authorities were told the two had sex several times during July and August. Deputies say McClintock first denied the allegations and then later admitted to one sexual encounter, but stated that the 11-year-old was the aggressor. He's facing 6 counts of sexual assault. And this is one birthday celebration that didn't turn out so well for 2 brothers. The Gainesville Sun reports that police arrested Roosevelt and Denzel Smokes just after midnight on other brother Roosevelt's 27th birthday. A routine traffic stop led to a car chase and the recovery of a handgun involved in a robbery last year.
A very familiar face in local government is retiring to private life. This is the day Rodney Long's retirement from the Alachua County Commission takes effect. He's served for decades in city and county government and on the statewide level through such agencies as the MLK Commission. Long says he'll continue to be an advocate for the disadvantaged, though he'll also be focusing on his private businesses. Music class in elementary school is a fun time when kids get to open a door to the arts and explore new talents by learning to sing and maybe play a music instrument. Students who get into it and their parents hate to see that instruction shortchanged, but in Marion County this year, those fun hours have been cut in half. WUFT's Macy McLeod reports.
University of Florida graduate Tara Fields teaches music at Wyomina Park Elementary. She says her class is an important part of the elementary school week.
The great thing about music is that I get to integrate every other subject into my curriculum, and I get to use it as a platform to teach them other things that they might not be getting in other classes.
This year, Fields will have less than half the time with her students. Because of budget cuts, she not only teaches the students of Wyomina Park, but those at Evergreen Elementary as well, switching between the schools every other day.
Tara Fields has over 1,200 students to teach between the 2 schools. And because of this, the students here at Wyomina Park can only walk through this door to the music room every 2 weeks.
Her time with each class has also been cut. She sees them 10 minutes less every class period than last year. Kevin Christian, spokesman for Marion County Schools, says there is no perfect solution.
Well, at this point, unless they can tell us where the pot of gold is at the end of the rainbow, there's really not a whole lot that can be done.
Fields says despite budget cuts, she still loves her job.
It's just so encouraging that I can provide them a place where they can always succeed and they can achieve success in a 40-minute time frame. So that's the biggest thing that kills me that they can't get all the time anymore, that I think they need.
She's concerned about students who are absent on music days or have to take remedial classes during music period. She can go a month or more without seeing them. Sandra Collins, Vice President of Marion County Music Association, says although teachers are concerned about their job security, that's not their top priority.
It's really not about us. It's about the students and their education.
These budget cuts have caused 10 Marion County elementary schools to share 5 music teachers. Macy McLeod, WUFT News.
Now, those 5 opening teaching positions were not the result of laying off any teachers, but were already created by retirement and school transfers.
Well, a group of people are trying to restore a local spring, and as you can imagine, that takes an incredible effort to wade through the red tape, recruit the funding, and find the manpower to get the job done.
When we come back, find out how one group is making progress on the dream of restoring a place that was once a thriving tourist destination.